Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I will carry on our creation of AI influencer. So once we decided in the previous video, I showed you how we can create the AI influencer from scratch, okay, using as a prompts. This one I use, okay. So basically, let me go and just to summarize the previous video very quickly. So in the previous one, I showed you how we can create the image, right? So this image was just a simple prompt. Right after we create this image, we could say that this was made by AI, right? The same like here. But we actually came up with a custom prompt. I showed you this one here, okay, in our documentation. So you need to train your ChatGPT in this instance. I was using the ChatGPT, okay, and obviously you need to train and do some additional tests of yourself. Okay, you need to train that model, you need to test a number of times, and then once you are happy with the outcome, okay, let's say that we decided that this person looks very real, okay, and I would say that if you see this sort of picture in on your Instagram, TikTok, or anywhere else, I'm pretty sure you'll be puzzled if that was made by AI or is that a real person, okay, because these details of every aspect of that picture is very very natural looking, doesn't it? Okay, like that doesn't look natural, okay, in comparison to this one, okay. I think that this picture looks very natural, okay. So let's say that we want to go ahead and do this person as our character, okay, and we want this character to be consistent when it comes to the other pictures we'll be making going forward, okay. So what we need to do, we need to go ahead and just download this picture, okay. Either you can do it download as a JPEG, PNG, or SVG, okay. JPEG is absolutely fine. So once we download the picture, okay, we just need to go to our character, okay, and from there we will be doing our basically avatar, like the person or the character which will be using going forward, okay, on most of our future pictures, which we obviously can use on our Instagram, Facebook, and any other platform, okay. So I'm just saying about that because you already know there is a huge niche. It says AI influencers, okay, and those influencers are making thousands and thousands of dollars by posting AI generated content on their social profiles, okay, and that's how they make money, okay. So I want to show you guys how to do that step by step. So the once we create our character, okay, what we want to do is we can start our training, okay. So basically what we need to do now, we need to create your character, start building character to use in your future image creation, okay. So this character we created here will be used going forward, right? So if you don't have any character right now, you can start from scratch, okay, from the description, but we already covered it in the previous video, so we done this bit, okay. Now the other thing is that you can either press 4 images or you can start with one single image. In this particular occasion, we're gonna start with one single image. So what we need to do, we need to paste that image here, okay, and we're gonna call that this character as, I don't know, Kate, for example, okay. So this is Kate and we're gonna create that character. So this character will be used for future image generations, okay, with the different backgrounds, even for our videos, okay, which I'm gonna be covering in the future videos. Now this does cost you credits, okay. So building that character is cost 500 credits, but it's definitely worth it, okay, because you will have that character fit into your future videos, future images. Obviously you will need to tweak them from time to time, but I'm gonna cover everything later on, okay. But for the now, I just want to create that character and I'm gonna spend 500 credits. So let's go and create that character here. This creation takes, it says, about 3 minutes, okay. So I'll come back to you guys once it's ready. Now, our character is ready now, so we can find it here when it goes to the characters, guys, okay? And you're gonna see it is, let me go show you once again, okay? When you go to the characters tab here on the left-hand side, my characters will be listed here just right under the create your character section. Okay, so my characters. Okay, so you're gonna go and click on that character, and now we are being redirected straight into the prompts and references. Okay, so there are other things which we can do with it. Okay, we can pose your character. We can also place character an image. Okay, if you have a ready image and you want to place your character there, you can also do that, right? But let's go and start from a prompt and reference, okay? So our character, the name of our character is Kate, okay? And Kate is already been placed inside the prompt, okay? So look, it's this included here already, okay? So basically, our model knows now that the character we will be dealing with going forward in all future images will need to include the our main character, which is being just created a few minutes ago. Okay, so you don't have to prompt it anymore. Okay, since this prompt is already there, it's built inside that character. Okay, that's why it's so important that if you want to go and make sure that you want to go and use the same character in future images or videos. Okay, it's so crucial to create that character. Okay, and once you create your character, this prompt is built in, and you don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, so there is no negative prompt here, guys. It's very important for you guys to understand that once this character has been built, you don't need a negative prompt, okay? Because the model already knows who needs to be visible on the picture, okay? When it comes to the main character, right? Prompt adherence, okay? I would rather to like let's go quickly through the what the prompt adherence is here on this one, okay? So and this occasion when it comes to prompts and references, right? How strictly the model will stick to the prompt. Lower the number, let AI be more creative, while higher numbers force it to stick to the prompt, right? So the thing is that you want to be, I don't know, if you want to be more into the prompt, you can go like with 7 or 8 and 9, okay? But we can go, well, let's say that, okay, let's go and start with 5, for example, right? So the thing is that really up to yourself. What you want to achieve, you need to go and test it. Okay, some people might say that this prompt at around 5 is insufficient for them because the creations have been saying it's something they look into from the model. Okay, some other people really want to go and stick into this prompt, and I'm going to show you in a minute where is that going to be. Okay, but let's go, for example, we stick with the 5 for the moment. Okay, now ratio. Okay, so this time we're gonna go with a different ratio. All right, so I want to go with the portrait 9:16. This time by doing so we will have this image ready for our socials. Okay, that means that you don't have to go and crop it anymore. It's gonna be ready here for socials, right? And the number of those images, it's absolutely fine. We can stick to 2, right? The other thing is we can go and do auto enhance. Okay, again, remember from the previous video, auto enhancing means that we can actually let the model to add some additional features inside our prompt. Okay, let's say that we want our character Kate walking down the Hawaiian beach, right? So once we leave this auto enhance on, okay, you can be assured that there will be additional features will be added inside our prompt. If we want to switch it off, we can simply turn it off. And now we're going to be credited, we will be charged 20 credits for this generation. The difference is the reason that's much more expensive when it comes to the credit wise, because now the algorithm, the model has to include our initial prompt, initial character to be built inside any future videos. Okay, previously we were doing everything from scratch, means that the credits we were charged were much more like they weren't so expensive. Like I think there was a 2 credits per creation. Okay, now we have a person, like a person character who we want to include inside any other future images. That's why those there will be the AI model has to work harder to actually give us what we are expecting. Okay, that this person will be included inside any other images, right? So now let's go and click create, and we will see what's happened next. Is there any sometimes it doesn't the person we will create now, okay, does not seems to be the person we're seeing here, okay, but it's not on every occasion. Sometimes it's right away, but sometimes we need to go and test it, okay, and create a few of those images, okay, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to show you in a minute what I mean by that. Okay, so this image has been already created. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so now this one is still processing. Okay, so let's see about this the image of that person. Okay, so is this person looks very similar to that one there? Okay, yeah, from distance, yeah, you might say yes, right? So, but the thing is that let me see another person here. Okay, so is this person really this one here? Okay, yeah, you might say yeah from the distance. Okay, but let's go and auto enhance a little bit more, and let's go create a few more videos, a few more of those pictures. Okay, and this time, okay, the model, the prompt is gonna be doing some addition in the background. Okay, and I'm hoping that it will bring that person to be looking more like this. Okay, so now this person is looks from behind, and that's not really what we want to see, because this not like it's not giving us any sort of idea if that's the person we are placing as a main character here. Okay, so let's go and switch it up here, right? So, and let's go and create another 2 without this auto enhance. Okay, and look, every time when I'm doing that, I'm losing the credits. Yes, that's for sure. But the thing is that sometimes you need to spend those credits to get this thing, to be very precise, right? So let's see. Okay, so this person is still from behind, and I don't want that. Okay, and here is this person looks more to the one we created as our main character. It's still from the distance. Someone might say yes, okay, but the thing is that we will need to have this more and more precise prompt for me to just to establish that this person is actually very similar. Like this image is very similar. The face of that person, of that character, is very similar to the one we will create as our main character. Okay, so you'll need to do more testing. Okay, but from on the first glance, okay, you will say yeah, it's looking uh, not similar, but very close to the person who we actually created as our main character. Okay, but the other option is, okay, let's see. You like to use the chat GPT for those purposes. Okay, so the simple prompt I put in was, I need you to prepare for me an image prompt. I will be putting an AI avatar I just created inside, but I need an interesting scenery so it can catch attention of the Instagram viewers, right? So there we go. I got few prompts here, okay, but those prompts weren't so interesting for me. So it also gave me some additional options like your avatar style, vibe, or Instagram niche. Okay, so I need something which relates to Instagram niche, and it's around travel niche, right? So to be very specific. And here you go. You got a 3 prompts, okay, which they are very specific for the travel niche, right? So let's go and test it. The first prompt here, okay, a stunning Amalfi Coast balcony overlooking turquoise water. Okay, I like this one, Amalfi Coast balcony. Okay, so uh, let's see if this something which will be let me see. Okay, oh, this is our, let me see, do I need to pay it here? Yes, I do. Okay, so now we have it here. Okay, now we put this prompt and we want to include our character inside this image, okay, as like as on the balcony enjoying the view, right? So let's go and create. Let's go create, right? The thing is that again, you will be charged the credits for it. However, bear in mind that you need to spend some credits to get this perfect outcome. Okay. So now the thing is that it's from the behind, and I don't want that. Okay. The picture itself, it looks very nice. Okay. But I want this person encircled in the balcony enjoying the view. Okay, I just need to have this additional thing, okay? So I'm going to go back to our ChatGPT, and I'm going to put some additional prompts here, okay? Place the person forward looking to the camera, okay? Very important. The reason behind it is, okay, if you want to share that on our Instagram and we want to for our character to be a main topic of mostly on our pictures, and we want that person to be visible like this, for example, okay, facing forward, right? Sometimes some pictures you might put it from behind, which is absolutely fine. But for the moment, I want something which will be a forward looking. Okay, so now here we go. We have another one. Okay, forward facing Amalfi Coast. Okay, so let's say that we want once again, and we're gonna paste it this one here. All right, and let's see what's happened here. Okay, so we're gonna go and we delete this prompt which was previously showing the person standing from behind, but we want a person to be facing camera now. Okay, so let's say that we put this person here. Okay, and now let's go and create. Okay, again, and we will see what's happened here now. Okay, so this time we should see the person looking to us there straight into the camera. Okay, yeah, so this person is now looking straight into the camera, and I think that this image, okay, this image that was not in our initial image, okay, it's looking pretty good. Like, you know, when I mean that by forward looking, I want to see if this image is actually image of our main influencer, okay? So, and I think that this image is actually looking like in our influencer. Maybe somebody will say, no, it doesn't look very precise. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. It's up to you guys. Where is that point where you decided, okay, this is the image I'm looking for? Okay, so you need to go and create a few more images for these purposes. All right, but the main point is, okay, that the person has those characteristics of that main character here, okay, built in, and I think that if we will do some more tries here, okay, we definitely will have the exactly same person, right? Look, always remember that this is not like this character, okay, which was created here. You know, it's always made by AI. Okay, so AI is not always going to give you the exact same outcome like the previous one we were showing you, guys. Okay, the thing is that the AI is always doing some slightly changes, but the main points, okay, they should stay the same, right? Stay the same. But guys, doesn't matter at the moment with this. We're only testing this, okay? We're only testing our model, okay? After a few more tries, okay, we will know exactly how to prompt it, okay, the way, so this will be showing as exactly the character which is as a main character of our like the main character of our profile on Instagram, for example, if you plan to use it on Instagram, right? So now the last thing which I want to do, I want to also auto enhance and see how it goes, right? And this time I want to go and prompt adherence all the way to the top. Let's say, you know what, maybe not all the way, like 10, right? 11, okay? But without auto enhance, right? So let's see if there is anything which we will see different here now, okay? That's something which I want to be careful to using, you know, too much or too less, right? So, okay, there we go. So this is the person, the character of we were seeing initially, right? Okay, so look, is this character looks very similar, on each and every image. Okay, I think this those images looks very promising when it comes to sharing them on social profiles. Okay, I think that this image, for example, is you can ready to go and you just put that image right into this into your social profile if you have something in your mind like you want to have your niche around the travel niche, you definitely can do it. Okay. Remember, AI models will only be putting these characters, okay, if we want to make this like this character, okay, as like and the main focus of our on our pictures, okay. This the AI model only knows the face we created, okay. It doesn't know what type of body shape is there, we're talking about. So the thing is that sometimes you might see that those characters they're looking differently, okay. But remember, the reason behind it is, okay, that this character was only been trained on the face of that main character we want to use, right? For the future videos, I'm gonna show you how to we can deal with it. Okay, so don't worry, we're gonna cover that. Okay, but for the moment, I think that this image is really looking ready to go with this one as well, like ready to go with posting. Okay, no problem. I don't think there should be any more editing on this one. All right, I think this one is absolutely great to start posting right away. Okay, but definitely we will be looking into some more details. Okay, how we actually can make those pictures even more precise. So stay tuned. I'll be covering that in the next videos. Okay, thank you very much for watching.